All right, cash grant update. So in this video, I will cover everything: the qualifying age, the full registration process, where the registration centers will be, the public servants and old age pensioners, all right? Clarity on the app, all right? Registration and verification staff. We're going to touch a bit on this GCOM database thing. We're going to talk about prisoners and people who are shut-ins, right? Like people who are sick and stroke and all these things. So we can talk about all of this in this video. But first, major announcement personally on my end. I am launching a payment platform app. Now, what is special about this app? It is fully coded from scratch, made just for Guyana. Simple, bare bones, no complex nonsense, straight to the point, payment from person to person. I've talked to some government agencies, some government persons to try and get the regulation behind it up and running, right? So like if you see a dress on Instagram and you want to buy it, right away. No hassle at all. Seamless transactions. So I'm working on that. That is going to come sometime in 2025, I hope. Right, guys, this is a big project. A lot of coders, a lot of programmers in Guyana, big, smart teams of people are working on this 24/7. We haven't been able to put one out, all right? But I think we're kind of close, right? The government is very supportive of these kinds of initiatives, all right? But I'm going to get one out the door for you, hopefully in 2025. Just keep an eye out on that. I can't say much more right now. I will sprinkle in some updates here and there, but just keep abreast of those developments. Right, so back to the cash grant update. So by now, you've probably seen this graphic. This is the Government of Guyana 100,000 Cash Grant Initiative registration. Now, remember, guys, this image only covers the registration process, nothing else. It doesn't talk about how you'll get the money and all these things, right? Easy peasy, little bit at a time. Let me take my time on this, right? This is just the registration part. It has 3 steps. Let's get into it. Oh, shucks, wait, I forget one thing. 18-year-olds, right? If you're turning 18, the cutoff date is 1st of January 2025. Now, remember, I made a lot of videos before. I even clipped the vice president saying 2025, and I didn't even believe him because nobody else was reporting on it, but it's confirmed. 1st of January 2025, that is a cutoff date. And guys, don't get angry, right? Because, no matter what cutoff date you put, people are going to be angry, but the government has to put a cutoff date, right? So this covered an entire new year of people turning 18, so all those people will be captured. So good stuff, right? 1st of January 2025. Once you reach 18 by then, you're getting the money. All right, let's actually move on to the registration process. So yeah, this is the registration thing. Let's get into it. All right, guys, I had to smile up myself, but look for me. I by the number 1. I by 1. Look for me. I here. So let me read it. A registration schedule for your area will guide you to your registration center and provide the dates for registration. What this mean, buddy? This mean that the government can put out one piece of paper, and on this piece of paper, it can tell you where you got to go for register, right? And it can tell you when you got registered, the date, right? So wait on that. Like if it's somebody Benab, or if it's a Mandir, or if it's a church, or if it's a community center, or if it's something, that is where you got to go upon this time and day. That's what this means. So in the coming days, you can see this out for all the country. The whole country can get everybody thing. Region 1 straight to 10, all right? We'll get this registration schedule. So you got to wait. This is a piece of paper. You're not getting this piece of paper to you. This is a piece of paper they put out for the whole public. Look out for that in the media and things. If I see it, I'm going to tell you about them. All right, number 2. Look at that by number 2 here. Let me read it together. Oh, my mama. Visit your registration center with your valid national ID card or valid passport. Let me stick a pin here, buddy. Don't tell me about driver's license. Don't tell me about birth certificate. Don't tell me about a picture next to the president, Desmond Height, and this is me. Look at it. Don't bother that other thing. The people say ID card or valid passport, meaning the passport can't expire. It got to be within the period of validity. It mustn't expire. And a valid national ID card, right? I think they mean the new ID card, right? The ones that have been coming out since 2008, 2009 or something like that, right? So make sure you get it. Don't ask me silly questions like, well, what if it expire? Well, if it expire, you go and get it, na man. Oh, my mama, right? Now it says, why do you need to present this? These serve as valid forms of identification used to verify that you are a Guyanese citizen 18 years or older. All right. Now, remember, the government is very concerned about allegations of fraud and thing, and y'all call this on y'all self, right? You know the thing is getting a little political, so this is what we gotta go through because y'all call it. Well, that's it. All right. Hold on. Let me just clarify. So remember, going back to point one, when you get this paper that says where you gotta go and the time and date you got to go with your ID card or your passport. You ain't gotta go with all two. If you want to go with all two, that's your business. If you want to go with one, as long as it's valid, you should be okay. Let's move on to number 3. Now, when you actually go to the registration center on the date of registration with your valid ID card or passport that is valid, what gonna happen? Let me read. During registration, your photo will be taken to confirm that you were physically present at the time of registration. So you come with yourself, you come with your ID or your passport that's valid. They can still take a picture of you because they want to confirm that you're there at the place, right? Look, read on. This also helps with ensuring that the person who collects the grant is the same person who registered. So it seems like they're gonna, whenever time come for collect this money, they're gonna use back this photo. Yeah. This is a chacho that come and collect. All right, good. We got it. Verified, right? So they got to take your photo. Don't kick up a storm, right? This is to make sure everything nice and smooth. Wait. Let me see here now. A photo will also be taken of your national identification card or passport to compare the photo on these documents with the photo of the person registered. Great. So there's 2 photographs got to take. Yourself, right? And the document that you're coming with, whether it's a valid ID or passport. All right, so this is all the information here, guys. Actually, no, they got something here at the bottom, but you might not be able to read it because TikTok, there's got some stuff at the bottom. WhatsApp 750-0620, 750-0622, and 750-0554. So if you want to watch them for some more clarity, you do that. All right, so this is everything on this image. So let me go into the other stuff I said what to talk about. Now, just to clear the air on the confusion regarding the app. At this point in time, it doesn't seem like the app is for something you, the public, to use. It seems like it's something for the registration and verification officers to use, right? So them gonna do all the thing with the app, right? You ain't gotta do nothing, right? So them old granny who don't know if you use app, I think you could relax, right? The staff will handle it for you. They can put you in, it can take 2 minutes and that's all, right? So that's who the app is for, right? So just to clear any confusion, I think you have to go to the Play Store and download the app. You ain't gotta do none of that, all right? As it seems now. Some other little findings before we close off. Everybody's been asking, well, why we don't just pull from GCOM database? Guys, GCOM is a semi-autonomous government agency. It cannot really do things like that. GCOM can't share its list or database with anybody. It's barred by law from doing so. So not even the government can access the GCOM internal database, right? It's semi-autonomous, right? So that's why the government has to embark on this other separate exercise to register everybody, all right? So that's just to clear that. And this thing, y'all keep asking me, but, well, what if my husband or my wife or my child lock up? Bro, if you are a prisoner, you have very limited rights. You can't do all this thing we talk about lining up to register. You're in jail. All right? I'm sorry, right? If you're in jail, that's it, right? I know it's probably a valid question for a lot of you, but have some common sense when answering, right? You're in jail, that's it. You probably can't get it. I don't know if the government can do something, but I don't think they would or should. And finally, what if somebody's sick or bedbound or locked up in the house, shut-ins, right? Guys, I think the verification and registration officers will make provisions for those people trying to come into the communities and meet with those people. Of course, they don't want this thing to be abused, right? You got to come to the registration center. Not that you want lounge at home and the people come to you, right? If it's a valid thing and you can't make it, I'm sure some provisions will be made, right? So that's the update. Sorry for a very long video, 9 minutes and about to be in 20-something seconds, but that's the full update for now. I have more videos on the cash grant, right? You can check through my profile. You should be okay. Good. Bye.